The small town of Ravenswood, nestled deep within the heart of the dense forest, had a secret. It was a secret that the townsfolk spoke of only in hushed tones and avoided discussing after nightfall. Whispers from the shadows haunted the hearts of those who dared to listen. At the edge of town stood an ancient mansion, its dilapidated facade cloaked in vines that seemed to writhe in the moonlight. The locals referred to it as the Shadow Manor, a name that sent shivers down the spines of the bravest souls. Legend had it that the mansion was cursed, and that the shadows within held the spirits of those who had met gruesome ends. Joshua, a curious journalist with a penchant for the macabre, arrived in Ravenswood in pursuit of a story that would make his career. Intrigued by the tale surrounding Shadow Manor, he decided to investigate the truth behind the whispers that echoed through the town. As night fell, Joshua made his way to the ominous mansion. The air thickened with an otherworldly energy, and the forest seemed to close in around him. The moon cast eerie shadows on the overgrown path that led to the mansion's front door. Creaking open, the door revealed a grand entrance hall, its grandeur long lost to decay. The walls were adorned with faded portraits of a family that had long since vanished from memory. Joshua's flashlight flickered, casting unsettling shadows that seemed to dance in response to the whispers that filled the air. As he delved deeper into the mansion, Joshua felt a presence watching him from the shadows. He could almost hear the murmur of voices just beyond his range of perception, whispers that teased at the edges of his consciousness, making his skin prickle with unease. In a forgotten room, Joshua discovered an old journal, its pages yellowed with age. It belonged to a former resident of Shadow Manor, a woman named Eleanor. Her entries spoke of a dark ritual conducted within the mansion's walls, a ritual that was meant to unlock unimaginable power. The whispers intensified as Joshua read, and a chill ran down his spine. He became aware of a faint glow emanating from the depths of the mansion. Intrigued and terrified, he followed the spectral light, guided by the ethereal voices that beckoned him forward. The mansion seemed to shift and contort as Joshua ventured further, its corridors rearranging themselves like a maze designed to trap the unwary. Shadows writhed on the walls, taking on grotesque forms that seemed to mock his very existence. Finally, Joshua reached the source of the eerie glow, a hidden chamber beneath the mansion. The air grew thick with an otherworldly energy, and the whispers became a cacophony of desperate souls trapped in the shadows. In the center of the room, an ancient altar stood, adorned with symbols that seemed to pulse with malevolent energy. As Joshua approached, the whispers coalesced into a haunting chant, a plea for release from the eternal torment that bound them. Unseen hands reached out from the shadows, grasping at him with cold fingers. He recoiled, realizing that he had stumbled upon something beyond his understanding. The room seemed to come alive with the spirits of the past, their anguished faces manifesting in the shadows. Eleanor's voice echoed through the chamber, recounting the tragic tale of a family that had sought power but had become prisoners of their own desires. In a desperate attempt to break free from the curse, Joshua began to recite an incantation he found in Eleanor's journal. The whispers rose to a fevered pitch, and the shadows surged forward, threatening to engulf him. The air crackled with energy, as Joshua felt an unseen force resisting his efforts. In the midst of the chaos, a figure emerged from the shadows, a spectral manifestation of Eleanor herself. Her eyes bore into Joshua's soul, and she spoke with a voice that echoed through the ages. "You cannot break the curse, for it is woven into the very fabric of this place. Only one fate awaits those who seek to meddle with the shadows." The room trembled as the spirits unleashed their wrath. Joshua fought against the unseen forces that sought to drag him into the abyss. With each incantation, the whispers grew louder until they became a deafening roar that threatened to consume him. In a final act of desperation, Joshua uttered the last words of the incantation. The mansion shuddered and the shadows recoiled as if struck by an unseen force. For a moment, silence hung in the air, broken only by the echo of Joshua's labored breath. But the victory was short-lived. The shadows, now enraged, surged back with a vengeance. The very walls of the mansion seemed to close in on him, trapping him in a suffocating embrace. The voices of the tormented souls blended into a nightmarish chorus, drowning out all reason. As Joshua succumbed to the darkness, his last thoughts were of the town of Ravenswood, still haunted by the whispers from the shadows. The curse of Shadow Manor endured a malevolent force that would forever bind the living and the dead in a macabre dance of eternal torment. The following morning, the townsfolk awoke to find the mansion gone, as if it had never existed. The dense forest had reclaimed the land, erasing all traces of the accursed Shadow Manor. The whispers, however, lingered in the shadows, a chilling reminder of the darkness that dwelled within the hearts of those who sought forbidden knowledge. And so, Ravenswood remained a town forever marked by the spectral whispers from the shadows, a place where the line between the living and the dead blurred into a nightmarish tapestry of forgotten souls. The tale of Joshua, the journalist who dared to uncover the secrets of Shadow Manor, became just another haunting whisper in the eerie silence that settled over the town.